This is Greg Orloff with IIoT World, and I'm here today with Richard Staynings. Richard is the Chief Security Strategist for Cylera. Richard, I wanted to take a couple minutes and talk to you about the medical IoT sector.
Sure, happy to do so, Greg.
So maybe if you can just give me your perspective, why are new medical IoT devices at a higher risk of security issues than some of the legacy devices that are out there?
I think it comes down to the commoditization of medical devices and the rapid growth in the number of devices that are being deployed to hospitals. Compared to older medical devices from 15, 20 years ago, for example, modern ones are using commercial off-the-shelf operating systems and software. They're being developed much more quickly than perhaps they were in the past, and they're therefore vulnerable to those commercial operating systems. That's also combined with the fact that we have a long development life cycle for medical devices of 5 or 6 years before they reach approval. And as a result, the software on the device when it's deployed to a hospital is out of date the day it arrives and is plugged in.
That's an interesting point. From your perspective, then, where does the ultimate responsibility fall for patching these devices? From a software standpoint, is it the OEM, the hospital? Is it some kind of an arrangement there you could talk to?
Ultimately, I think it's a partnership. It's a partnership between the manufacturers of those devices that really need to be doing a better job of continuing to risk assess their devices that they've manufactured and to release patches in a timely manner to make those available to hospitals to deploy or to third-party agencies that manage those devices for hospitals, and a partnership between the manufacturer and the hospitals to deploy those patches. But there is a problem in that hospitals don't have the headcount to go around patching thousands or hundreds of thousands of medical devices. So we're left in a bit of a quandary that a lot of patches are not available in a timely manner, and secondly, they're not deployed in a timely manner in order to mitigate risks and perhaps exploits against known vulnerabilities.
Do you get a sense from the medical community, from the security folks there in general? I mean, do they have a finger on the pulse on this, or do you think there's an issue that's not making its way up to the CISOs?
I think some do, some don't. Larger hospital systems with more money at their disposal certainly are aware of the growing, what I like to call healthcare IoT threat or HIoT threat in the environment. Smaller ones are basically trying to keep their heads above water, to keep their IT lights on, and to keep their doors open in their hospitals or medical facilities.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing, Richard.
Yeah, my pleasure.